Thanks to our great sponsors, Jack Burford Chevrolet, ExpressRoofing.net, Cumberland Valley National Bank, CSEP, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble Agent, Luxury Pet Services, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, May Marketing, KYmedia.net, Real Life Community Church, Time Warner Cable, and Madison County Schools.
All right, I'm here. All right, gentlemen. Thank you, Randy. Welcome, everybody, Madison Central High School. We got Region 11 matchup, Western Hills High School against Madison Central. Madison Central 12-4-3. Western Hills looks like they've had a little bit of a tough season, 5-8-1. Did have a really good win against a really good Woodford County team that's kind of fallen on some hard times lately. They lost to Sayre. They lost to Madison County 2-0 and have struggled a little bit, but they're still going to be the number one seed in that district. Looks like Western Hills is going to have a Franklin County team. That whole group ended up 2-1. Frankfort's going to have Woodford, and it looks like Western Hills will have Franklin County to see if they can get that win and go to regionals. I think they're pretty even with that Franklin County team, so we'd like to see them again. And they're doing the intros now. Central's coming off of a really tough loss on a senior night. Actually, this is the last home game of the season, but with the fall break and everything that's going on, they decided that they're going to do the senior festivities. Got to say goodbye to 9 great seniors who've really worked hard on this program and had a great night, had a really good crowd at Bellevue, and it was just a beautiful night for soccer. Unfortunately, the ball did not bounce their way, and they ended up losing a really good game to a really good team. Lafayette, who was ranked 8th in the state at the time, will probably continue to move up in that rankings. At this point in the season, the rankings really don't mean that much. It's just really about getting into regionals and getting through that battle. The one thing about that Lafayette game that everybody noticed is those two teams have a really good chance of meeting again in that regional final. So it could be something that it's good to take that loss at the time you take it. You know, you come back up with a little bit of heat and hopefully make a little bit of a statement. Looks like we're going back to the normal starting lineup. I know he started all the seniors on senior night, which was a good deal. I see Peyton Netherton, Peyton Crafton, Alzin Asufi, Connor Britt, Worthy McGuire, looks like Hunter Jackson, David Elkins, Brandon, and Luke Powell. And Cameron Brown are all going to start tonight. So let's see if they can regroup and see how well they can handle this Western Hills team. Western Hills really comprised a lot of they get the McLeese brothers, Bryson and Austin McLeese, who we know really, really well. And he's going to be their leading scorer. So we'll do the national anthem, and we'll take a break here for just a second and come right back.
Thanks to our great sponsors, Jack Burford Chevrolet, ExpressRoofing.net, Cumberland Valley National Bank, CSEP, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble Agent, Luxury Pet Services, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, May Marketing, KYmedia.net, Real Life Community Church, Time Warner Cable, and Madison County Schools. Small car, big coverage.
All right, welcome back. National Anthem. So here we go. We're going to line up this one and see how it goes. Like I said, we hope to see that Central's going to rebound a little bit, get the chemistry in the right spot, and hopefully take care of business tonight. We're not going to discount Western Hills. Like I said, they have some really good players. Austin McLeese, Bryson McLeese. I'm not sure Bryson's playing or starting. I'm not sure how that lineup looks for him. We know Austin will be up top. He's going to be their leading goal scorer, and he's one of the guys that you're going to have to watch and contain in this type of matter. One of the things that if Central's going to have some success, it's going to probably be on the wings. Western has a pretty good size inside. They're going to have two really good center backs. So I look to create a lot, see a little bit out of Hunter and Peyton on both wing sides, see if they can create and bring that ball to the middle. With a shutout at Lafayette, it should be hungry. I think one of the things that we did have a problem with at Lafayette during that game was, unfortunately, we had one major injury, and I think that was going to be Tanner Esick. I have not heard the status on him, but that did not look good. I see one over on crutches, and I'm assuming at this time that's him. I think he's pretty much gone for the season because that injury looked pretty rough. So, unfortunately, we just got him back, and he's going to be out. So. We'll have to update that we can. Looks like Bryson's going to be up top for Western Hills, and it looks like we're going to have Austin McLeese there in center back position. So let's see how this goes and see how this plays out. I got Western Hills wearing the pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Good job by them, and thanks for that recognition. Looks like Hunter's going to try to move up early, and they're going to put some high pressure on this defense and see how they handle it. That's kind of what you want to do, especially if you want to identify some weaknesses in that first. Like I said, Sufi and Hunter both putting high pressure on. We'll see if this defense can handle it. I mean, Austin, it looks like Western Hills is content right now to play a straight-up soccer game. So let's see if we can create a little bit from the wing spot and open up this field a little bit. A goal early would be really good, but kind of ill-advised there for Cameron. Playing over to the side. Early on, got to recover ball out of bounds. Going to be a throw-in from Madison Central. So still no real feel yet, but we're just getting underway. Less than a minute into the game. So beautiful night again. This is one of the few that looks like it's going to get colder here on down the road, Randy. I don't know after this weekend. It's going to be pretty fall-oriented weather. Good football season. So Central's going to start districts on Monday. Lost there and. On the defensive side, too much dribbling there. You're looking to give that ball up on a one-touch. Brandon couldn't get it off his foot, and finally just taken away. Western Hills had a kind of an easy shot, but handled well by Christian. Still no control. Still looking to settle that ball right there in the middle of the field. Finally tipped out to Luke. He should have Peyton on the wing if he gets it out. He does, and then he's looking for Elkins to come down the side. Peyton's going to bring the ball back to the middle. He's got checked off there. He had Hunter on the side, but I don't think he had time to get it there. Played up by Peyton Kraft, and he's back in the starting lineup. He did sit last time. I think part of it was senior night, and then I think they wanted to get some reps to get him back in the flow. Unfortunately, he paid the price with Tanner getting hurt on that game. So back played to Christian. He's going to play up the middle. This is the ball right now that I'll tell you against Lafayette, that when you watched, one of the things that Central didn't do a good job was controlling the middle of the field and then winning the 50-50s. Once the ball was won, they didn't do a good job really of making the right pass, the one-to-ones. They weren't doing one touch. They were trying to dribble way too much, and they got burned a couple times on that. There was one over-the-top play early that they just couldn't do anything about. And then after that, they were set on corner pieces, or I think they scored off two corners, actually. Treadwell in the middle was a big kid for them to handle, and they couldn't handle him up front. So good run there by Western Hills. Nothing doing. Looks like Christian's going to have a goal kick here. Still not a lot of control. That's the one thing that concerned me in the Lafayette game. I'm still looking for much crisper passing, the one touch and the runs. I haven't seen that even a couple of minutes into this game. So you're going to try to win it out of midfield. Haven't done anything yet. Still controlled by Western Hills again. Gets on his feet. Bryson's going to turn. Going to play up to the middle of the field. Right now, most of the attack mode is coming off of the Western Hills side. And they've got everybody in their half right now. Not looking very organized again today. So we're going to have to clean this up. I know you got Bree in the first round of the districts. Ball goes out of bounds. That's going to be a throw-in for Western Hills. You have to clean this up. Districts coming in. You got Brea coming first. And then Model's going to be playing Southern on Tuesday night. I think 7:45. The girls are going to be playing on Monday night first. It's going to be Central in the Tuesday night game for the girls team. They're going to be the 2-3. And Southern is going to be playing the number 1 seed Berea on Monday night right before the boys game, and it's going to be Central versus the 4 seed Berea, and Southern and Mott will be playing the 2-3 on Tuesday night. Finals on that will be Wednesday. Another ball not won out of midfield. Just look really content to watch right now. That was one of the things that bothered us against Lafayette. I think they're maybe a little more complacent than I'd like to see. I like to see them attack this team. And right now, just content to kind of play off and watch a little bit. This is the kind of team that if you don't take them seriously, they're going to sneak up and beat you, especially if you have a team like Woodford County. They'll tell you all about it. This team can sneak up and put a goal or two on you. So it's really important to get established early, find your possession. Central's been really slow to the attack early for the last few games. It takes them 4 or 5 minutes to seemingly get into the game. And then once they do settle in, they seem to manage possession. That never happened against Lafayette, but took 25 minutes for the first goal against that Lafayette scored. But Central really never had a lot of possession in that game. They finally figured out how to play a little bit on down the road, but I think it was a little too late. Paul played to the middle. Still no control. Got to get that on your foot. Finally played over to Elkins. Still not any power. I'm not sure what we're doing with there. Look for your wing on that. Just because you're playing in the middle and you can't get any control over it, just put it on your feet, make a right pass out to your wing, and set the ball back up. They just content to just kind of hit the ball up in the air about 4 or 5 times. Throw in for Western Hills. Still looking for some intensity, just any kind of energy right now. A lot of just kind of standing and walking a little bit. Elkins almost had a shot. He just didn't play to the right side. Good job to bring that into the other side. Went right around him. Well played into open space. No control on that first touch. Ball won by Peyton. And then played it back. First energy I've seen. Peyton shifted over. Looks like Luke took over that position. Since then, Peyton moved over to the center field position. Content. Just like Hunter was late to react to the ball. Just looked real slow. Still played out. Peyton Crafton looking to do something there. Sufi in the middle. Just one about the one people, and that was just a bad, ill-advised pass. Again, it's just kind of a lazy look. Ball played out, and luckily on that one. Again, it's the passing is just kind of here, you take it, I'll take it. Not a lot of Christmas to it, not a lot of intention. You gotta wake up. Gotta wake up. All right, played out in the middle. Still controlled. Western Hills has held this game for the first 4 or 5 minutes. Played up by Peyton Crafton. It's going to be out of bounds and a throw in for Madison Central. Sufi's got a chance here. Moved it out to Peyton on the left-hand side. He's got Elkins coming down the corner if he wants him. He's going to try to make a move on his player and just take him wide, but the ball went out of bounds on him. Not just slow to react again. Just seems to slowly react again. Over the nice throw in. Sufi's going to try to win that ball. Looks like he finally does. Connor tries to play it and finally plays it out of bounds. It's going to be a throw in for Madison Central. Really not a lot of energy on any side of the field, I'm going to be honest with you. Seems pretty well done by Brandon to finally bring that ball at his feet. Luke got that one a little bit out in front of him. He's going to try to make that run to Hunter down that side. I think the right side is where you're going to have to go. They got Peyton streaking and never saw him. Good effort, good thought, but just not played well. Or he's going to come up on that. It's got a Sufi. They got Peyton still on the left side, wide open if they want him. Wide open. Bad pass. Take it to the corner. Good job. And goal by Peyton Netherton on the corner side. I'll tell you what, didn't have a lot on it, but they had him over there the entire time. It just they didn't want to get it to him. And that was one of those that they finally exploited that left side. He was a little, I think, overmatched. It was a one-on-one play. Once he rounded the defender, he had a wide open shot. Center defender couldn't come back and make that play. So that's something you're going to look at on down the game. You wanted to get a goal early. I don't think Central really has had the energy, but they're still up 1-0. So you take what you can get here. So kickoff here, West. So it's good that we're up 1-0. I'll take that. Hopefully that gets some energy a little bit on this team. Crafton battling for the ball there. Controlled it, eventually kicked down by Worthy. Nobody's really got it still. It should be a simple play for Christian. Yeah, he's going to let that go out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick. So a little bit of coaching going on. I think Coach Horn's pretty content right now to see where he's at on the district level. I think he's gonna really look at that Berea game and then try to get past this first districts. One of the things about Central is they have a chance really to. This will be their third district title in 3 years. They haven't lost a game in 3 years on the district side. You want to kind of keep that intact for them. They have. He'll get that left side wide open again. He goes right over the middle, and he was offsides. But, again, they really need to start looking to that left side. He was making the run again. He could have had an easy goal, but he played the middle. Got to get it off that right foot and look at your left. So control. Ooh, I thought Luke had that in the midfield and had Peyton. Peyton's going to make their quick run back to Luke. I like the one touch. Back over to Elkins on the one touch. Back to Luke on the one touch. That's the kind of passing I like to see. Elkins pointed it out. They're going to go to Hunter, who should have been offsides, and he is called for it. I think he cheated up a little bit too early. A little bit too early. So the coaching I'm hearing is going on the Western Hills side. So just to let y'all know, MadisonCountySchoolSports.com. We are live. If you want to go out there, hit the live button. You can watch the broadcast. I'll let everybody know that if you're not watching already. Cleared out by Western Hills. That should be Worthy. Should head that back. Nope, he's going to head that to the sidelines. I thought for sure he'd head that back to the keeper, but Browder's going to control that. I like the way Cameron's been playing. It's good to see him back in the lineup. He does usually bring a lot of energy to the game. Controlled by Luke. You got the whole left side again. Gosh, you got to put that ball out in front of him more. Good job. Luke's going to have that corner if he wants it. Cleared out by Western Hills. I like to see that ball when they're making that pass coming in for Peyton to go out the corner side and just keep the run going instead. He had Connor Britt on that left side too, making that run. Throw in going to be from Madison Central. One of the things I said we talked about earlier, Central takes about 4 or 5 minutes to get in the game, and then they seem to take a little more control. I think in the last 3 or 4 minutes you see that the possession is starting to switch a little bit. They're starting to find each other on where they're at, identifying kind of where the weaknesses are on this defense, and they've kind of a little bit taken more of the possession side. This should be played out to Connor. He ran back to play defense, and actually if he just would have held his position, he could have had that corner, but he didn't get that. Recognize the center ref today. He's actually played for Bellarmine College. He started his career in soccer over in Evansville, played 1 year for them, went over to Bellarmine and played 3 years over there, won a national title. So Austin McLeese going to run, nice pass off, and that's going to be a deflection. That should be a corner kick. Well, they called it a goal kick. I thought it was a deflection off a Central defender. One thing about this team, do not give up possession on Austin McLeese. He will burn you. He's got a lot of power, and he can exploit that pretty quickly. So you got to be careful with him making that run. Just to let you know tonight, we're going to have Madison Central football right after this game. We have Tate's Creek coming in on a first district game for Madison Central, 5-1 against a 4-2 Tate's Creek that in the last 4 games has looked unbelievable. They have 1,600 yards, almost 1,600 yards of passing this year. This team is going to be something that's going to be controlled. Looks like Peyton played that well and actually intercepted that from Austin. Austin had a good run there. They cleared it out, but this is the part that you got to win the midfield battle. take the run. Thought maybe a little bump there, no call. Intercepted by Connor. Good one touch, good look. Move the ball back out. Now you got to get rid of it. Don't play. That's the one thing. Too much on your feet. You know, it's like a quarterback dropping back. You know that you only have a certain time in your head to get rid of the ball. And for you to hold that long, you know you're going to get another defender that's going to come over and that's going to put too much pressure and take it. You have to make that decision very quickly against any good team. And as this team looks forward to regionals and districts, they're going to have to improve that. We saw that against Lafayette. Lafayette brought 2 to 3 defenders every time they brought the high pressure, and Central didn't react well to it. They're going to have to make that passes much faster. Good job to take that back. One touch. Look at the corner, one touch. You should take it already. He should already be going to the left-hand sword. You had him on the run. Already had him streaking down the side. You have to go over the top. And he didn't do it. He tried to play the middle of the field. I don't know if that was coached or if that was the deal, but he had him. Looking for Hunter to control. Sent up. Looks like Worthy's going to head that. And Austin should take, they should have let that go back to the keeper, but somebody put the ball at your foot. One thing about it, when the ball bounces, you got to put control. There you go. Now you make your move. But you have to have a control. Play the wing. And taking Peyton down that left side, they went to the middle of the field. He had again on the left. One thing I've seen so far is they're giving you the left side of the field right now. And if you want to continue to, somebody needs to exploit that a couple more times before they start overloading that. And then I think the Hunter will have a couple opportunities. One thing we said from the beginning of the game, if you're going to beat this team, you play through the wings. And it looks like so far that's happened. Played out, it's going to be throwing for Western Hills. So anyway, good football game tonight. Another great weather. I don't think I've been out here for bad weather except for the first game of the year for football, and it was a struggle. That was a pour-down rain for 12 hours, I think. We had probably 6 football games out here that night. That final was 8-7. Madison Central won that game. Austin on the run. He's going to make that over the top. Good defense by Brandon Carney. Brought that defense up and put pressure on him. Just didn't let him sit back and pick his shot. I see Fez is warming up. It's good to have him back in the lineup, too. He hasn't started any game. I'm looking to see when they're going to finally move on that to move him back in. He's a big critical part of that, and I think he'll be a huge player in the regional position. He brought a lot of energy when he came on against Lafayette, and they're going to need that when they hit this regionals hard. We don't know who we're going to play. Obviously, that regional hasn't been set. I think it's over at Scott County, and that's going to be not this Monday, but the following Monday when we go out there. Nice header from David to set that up. Hunter couldn't get control over it, though. He's going to finally make that run, give it up. Not sure where he was going. He waited for the defense to come up, and then I'm not sure what he was doing on that. So still waiting. 1-0. Madison Central High School. Got 22 minutes to go in the first half. A lot of opportunity, I think. Looking for some more field vision. I don't think we're hitting our open guys a lot. Hunter pulled that out. Well played. Back one touch. Unfortunate. Sufi wins that one. Now you got Peyton if you want to go to the wing again. But see, I'm looking for Peyton to make a run. While you're holding up. There you go. That's what I wanted it to do. Now you've got to beat the defender if you want. Played it off. It's going to be a throw-in for Western Hill or for Madison Central. But Peyton seemed to hold up around the midfield spot. I thought he should have made that run much earlier. So it's going to be a throw to Connor Britt. He should go right back to Peyton on that corner. Back to the middle of the field. And not played out. It's going to be controlled by Cameron Browder. He's going to go quick over to Connor. Peyton's got the corner again if he wants it. Go around him. Yep. Oh, he tripped him. And no, I thought he went to the goal. And finally get a goal on Luke Powell. I don't know if that was a pass or a shot or what he did with that.
That was fun.
Yeah. All right. Just what you wanted. Get an easy game off early, 2-0 early, 21 minutes and 35 seconds to go in the first half, up 2-0. I mean, if I'm looking at this game and where I'm going to play most of my strategic, I'm going to go to the left side. I think that's where they've scored both their goals, coming off that left side and playing it into the middle. So if they're not noticing that, that's exactly where you need to be. Kind of look back on that one touch. Good job. Connor back over to Hunter, kind of waited. I'm not sure where he was going with that ball. I think he had Luke streaking. He had Peyton kind of slagging down the left-hand side. I think he wanted to go to Luke, but I don't think he got his foot right on that one, on that pass. So going to play it over his head. Intercepted by Cameron, but Western Hills still has the ball in possession, still moving down the field. Well done by Peyton Kraft. And he's another player that when you look at the way that the injuries played out this year, he had a really big chance to sign, and I didn't call anything. Uh-oh. The keeper came way out, and they finally called it. I was wondering if they were going to call that. I think it's a legitimate call. He just waited really long to call that. He should have called it as soon as they made the possession in the run. I'm not sure why he waited along on that whistle, but either way, it was a good call. I think they had two to choose from on that offsides position. Good job by Western Hills defense to cheat up. But, they almost got close to getting burned on that. Played up and finally controlled. I like to see Brandon put that on his foot a little bit more. Like just Peyton just did. Get around the corner. Who's that going to be throw in for? Not sure. They're going to throw that to Western Hills. Kind of indecision on the ref side. Looked at the RA didn't know. Looked back at him, and they just finally made the decision to go to Western Hills. Oh, misplayed by Connor. Good job by Worthy to be back there. And then another misplay there by Worthy McGuire. Just kind of chipped it right to him. Finally cleared out by Luke Powell. He's going to go down the field. And then finally Connor Britt. Got that side. Play the middle of the field. They're going to reverse sides and go to Peyton Kraft. And back to Peyton. One thing about him, like I said, with the injuries, he was offsides, guys. Yeah. Luke was about 3 or 4 yards offsides on that play. That was a good call, too. I know Luke wasn't happy with it, but he was definitely about 3 or 4 yards off. I think that was just a little bit too delayed on the offensive set. Kraft needed to get that on his foot and take off. Instead, he had one extra touch to get control, and Luke was already making his run. So. Played in, still nothing. Western Hills looking to set something up here. Finally got a player. Looking to kind of hold that possession. They're doing a pretty good job right now. Good job by them to reverse field so you can control that ball. Austin McLeese, one touch in the middle. He's going to go back. Austin's probably still looking for somebody to make a move for Western Hills. Didn't get him. One thing about Austin, it's going to be tough to beat him off the ball. David Elkins has the run out. He should have taken the shot, which he did not do, and he couldn't get the ball down the foot. The keeper had come way out. That's the second time we've seen that. That can burn them on down the road too. The keeper's hanging out around the 30-yard line. That's going to be something. If you make a turn and he's way out, you can put it over his head. Asufi almost beat him on the offsides call, and then if David could have got that ball down on his foot, I think he had him beat. And he knows it. He had his head down a little bit, but that was one of those that he needed to take care of that. Once he realized that he tried, but it wasn't going to. 18 minutes, 15 seconds to go in the first half. Central up 2-0. Looks like Fez is in the game. We'll see if he can make an impact and how he's going to do. Peyton's going to control that. Over to Hunter Jackson, get that off his foot. Fez is going to make a run, but looks like keeper's going to come out and take that. Paid off on that one. Bison's going to have a chest on that. Didn't have a chance to control it, though. Finally controlled by Peyton Kraft, who makes a quick play up to Luke Powell in the middle. A lot of traffic. I think Elkins almost knew he was offsides on that because he didn't play it. So keeper's going to control. He's cheating him out a lot. I mean, he's still standing at the 20-yard line. Right now, if somebody gets that ball around the 35 or 40-yard line, they're going to burn him. Like, he is way out. I mean, I'm telling you right now, if Worthy McGuire takes a shot, I think you got to test him, even on the defensive side. Not sure that's a tactical play for them or not, but whew, that's just a I mean, if I'm looking at where Christian Roberts is standing compared to where that Western Hills keeper's standing, it's a big difference. Fez going to get that ball under control. He's got Peyton on the left, and he's going to look over that side and wait for him to make his run. He just told him to go, and he just took him. Now he's gone. Again, that keeper's way out. I'll tell you what, one thing about it, you're going to play that, if you play him wide, and that keeper being that far out, because the keeper's coming out for the ball, you're just going to burn him. Of course, they're already up 2-0. Quick play. Good job by Hunter. And it's going to be out of bounds. Throw in. They called that out on Hunter Jackson. No, center ref overturned that. Play to Fez in the middle. He's going to have Hunter. Hunter just didn't turn. Honestly, the ball was still in bounds. Well, that was actually Luke Powell. 16-24, Madison Central up 2-0. Not that exciting, but we'll take the 2-0 right now. A lot of opportunities so far. They're getting better on the possession side. I'm liking the one-touch, two-touch. They've settled in a little bit, and they're starting to find their tactics a little bit. I'd like to see Luke come to the ball more on that. He kind of stood and waited, and the defensive player came around him. Western's going to try to set something up out here. Still looking for a run. Nobody's giving him anything. Finally gets Austin on the middle of the field. He should turn and try to fire. Worthy kind of took a stab. He's making him go wide. Good job by Worthy to push him out to the right side, though. One thing with Austin, you don't want to give him the middle of the field. Hunter's going to try to control that, and it's going to be a throw-in. Western Hills. Got a substitution in for Western Hills. 2 of them. I wish I knew their roster, but I do not. I'm sorry about that. Love to get these kids some recognition. I know they've had a long season. I know they've worked hard. I think they just had their senior night the other night. One thing about high school soccer, it's really, so many kids all across the state, the club sports and the club community that you just, we lost against Lafayette, but one of those center backs, Nick Sir Louis, plays with us on clubs. So it's just you go from club to team, and you just know all the clubs and all the parents. And sometimes it's tough to play some of these teams. I know we know 4 or 5 on Dunbar. Midfield control, nobody there. Play up, stolen by Peyton. He anticipated that well. Quick to Elkins, back out, one touch to. Got to give that up. Had Elkins in the middle of the field screaming for the ball, and he didn't give it up. There it is. There's a good thought there. Couldn't get it. Trying to control it. Finally, Connor Britt's going to find a control. He's got Luke on the left side. He's looking for Peyton to make the run, and Peyton does. There's only one player to beat if he turns. There it is. Peyton ran right into the traffic. I think if he could have been able to get that foot down, he could have gone to the left side, and he had it, and that's going to be well played. I don't know, Hunter had a lot of mustard on that shot, but the keeper just kind of liked it up front. Nobody made the run. 13:20 to go, 2-0, Madison Central High School. Luke Powell won that out of midfield. Can he get there before that? He saved it before it went out of bounds. But we tried to back heel it. Wasn't there. Tried to back heel and just wasn't there. I think that the play is what screwed him up more than the contact. Peyton's going to play that. Oh, he's got him again if he just wants it. Peyton came off the ball. Much better possession now. It's one of the things we looked at control. You got him on the left if you want him. Take the wing. Keeper's coming out. We know the keeper's coming out. One thing you got to do is adjust that as a player. Play your wing higher, play your wing deeper so you can make that keeper stay. So you look for everybody's making a run. That was a bad pass. He had 2 players in front of him. He had the wing side open on the left, and he went try to go between 2 defensive players. One thing about this game that we've learned over and over again: play simple. Take the pass that's simple. Quit trying to create something that's not there. And we just saw that again. take the easy pass, take the easy shots. Sub in for Western Hills. Worthy McGuire's going to have that. It's going to control to the middle of the field. Control won by Fez. He's going to streak down the field. He should be able to go to the left if he wants it. Yep. And he won it. And he's going to turn back, and he should score. Oh, off it, and finally Elkins comes back. Fez goes off the pole. Elkins was there for the rebound. I thought Fez, after all the work, deserved that goal. I'm going to be honest with you. Good job by David Elkins to play up and play that rebound. 3-0, 11:44 to go in the first half. All Madison Central so far. Goals by David Elkins, Hunter Jackson, and Peyton Netherton. Wondered how long they're going to continue to play starters up through the second. I'm sure they'll go through the first half, but I'm sure Horn will get some work for some of the other players that he thinks is going to be critical in the district and the regional matchups. So. Played out. Western Hills looking for some control. Haven't really had anything. First half, I thought they had all the control, and they were really making some good things happen for them. They were really attacking, and then I think Central finally settled down, and when they did, they kind of taken over control of this game. Oh, that was well played. It just was too far out. Hunter take the run. I didn't saw Hunter coming in from that side. Going to be a throw-in for Madison Central. So early on, it looked like Western Hills was going to give us a pretty good game. It's kind of settled into a all Central control, but looks like Fez is going to try to play that. Hunter late to the ball. And finally cleared out by Western Hills. Austin McLeese and Luke Powell over there, both playing on the same club team. Peyton Craft, and they should switch the fields right here. Bring this back over. Brandon Carney needs to bring this. Continue bringing it to the left. You got the open field in front of you. And he's going to swing that all the way back over. Put that on your feet, Hunter. And, again, simple. You have the middle of the field open, and you try to go between two defenders. You got to keep playing the simple pass. And this is how Western Hills gets a good run. This could be all keeper. It's Christian Roberts right there. I know Christian's going to be looking for that shutout after giving up 3 goals last week to Lafayette, or on Tuesday night to Lafayette. So, but play simple. Continue to play simple. Like Jackson Gilbert's getting ready to sub into the game. Elkin's going to settle that. Quick pass over to Peyton, and he just kind of lazily put his foot up. Won by Western Hills. Cameron stayed with it, but finally won again by Western Hills. So they're back on the attack. The last few plays, we've seen a lot more attacking on Western Hills' side. They got a spot here, deep. Austin's going to beat that ball on Connor Britt. And finally going to be played out. Should be a throw-in for Western Hills. Austin's Police going to throw this one in. So a little energy picking up for Western Hills. And played over to Hunter Jackson, who's going to settle that. And plays to the middle. Elkins comes up. Good back heel, but Fez wasn't ready for it. Finally going to call that on Fez. Kind of pushed him off when he ran. Center ref's going to tell Fez to calm down. As we've heard before. You got to love that kid. Plays with so much energy and passion. That's how he ended up breaking his wrist in the Henry Clay game. It's a preseason game, and he didn't make the goal. And he banged his wrist on the ground because he didn't make the goal and broke his wrist. So he was out for about 20 games. Ball played up. Defensive, still no control. Played out. A lot of jogging. Elkins controlled. Fez couldn't get it on his foot. Finally makes a turn. Kind of grabbed him there. Finally played out to Hunter Jackson, who's got the wing if he wants it. Bring that back in. Played it off. I think he could have gone deeper on that and pushed that defense a little farther in, but he took the shot early, brought the corner earlier. Looks like Jackson Gilbert's going to come in. He's going to play for David Elkins. They're going to switch that out. Looks like Jackson's going to settle in. They're going to put Fez on the top now and put Jackson more towards the middle. It'll be interesting to see how well he does up there. Fez is good at creating, and he's got good strength on the ball. Hunter's going to make that turn. Lazy pass. Lazy pass. Lazy. You know, that's the one thing that you can't just dribble the ball in the middle of the field. I mean, they're up 3-0, but you know the pass, it dictates the energy. You really gotta have to put something on it. I see Evan Cornett warming up on the far sidelines. Throw in Western Hills. Controlled finally by Peyton Crafton and back to the middle of the field, Cameron Browder. He's going to make that little bit of a run. Give it over to, tried to pull it over to Luke Powell on that side. Couldn't get it to him. Too much defense in the middle. Again, guys, they're giving you the left side of the field. They're giving you the left side. It's just amazing to me that they don't see that yet. So getting ready to sub in Evan Cornett. Throw in there for Western Hills. Play back out on the header. And who's going to get in that ball in the middle? Nobody. Looks like Western Hills going to take a shot. Came off of Worthy McGuire, and that should be Christian Roberts' ball. So set back up. Goal kick for Christian. 6:30 to go in the first half. As much as we're up 3-0, I still think there still lacks a little bit of energy on this team. Played out to Fez. He should be able to win something here. Yep. Play it. He's got Peyton coming back. He plays well to the end. He should have him on the wing again. Oh, right off the corner. Peyton took a shot from about the 18 and couldn't quite get it. Well played by the defender. Bat ricocheted off of him and played easy by the keeper. Played up. The Western Hills going to try to do a little bit more possession on this. That was a slow pass. And well done. Set up by Fez. Got Connor Britt. One play. Back to Connor. Good job. That's what you're looking for. You got Peyton in the middle if you want him. Went too far behind him. And the ball should have been in front. Instead came behind him on that pass. So we got to throw in for Madison Central. I'm not sure if the coach over at Western Hills is unhappy with the ref or unhappy with his player, but he's unhappy with something. Fed's going to make that turn, back heel to absolutely no one there. Nobody's wondering where they're at. Peyton made the run to the middle, but there was nobody there. They're going to call that ball a goal kick. They said Fez went out of bounds. I don't agree with that one, but it doesn't make any sense. I thought the ball was played in well before it went out of bounds. Either way, it's going to be a goal kick for Western Hills. 4:33 to go in the first half. Central's controlled a lot of the ball. Not a lot of energy on the field, but at the same time, they've made their runs and they've scored when they needed to. Good job. Well done by Jackson. Well done to control that. Played out back to Evan on that side. One touch. Back into Fez. Fez is going to try to play that in. I'm not sure where Jackson's going. Again, you're giving the left side, guys. Oh, Fez is just determined right now to get a goal. I think that's his deal. He was looking for one thing on that when he got the ball. He thought he was going to get it, too. Goal kick, Madison Central High School. 4:20 to go in the first half. I'm not sure when the kickoff is for the football game against Tates Creek. I think it's like 8 o'clock. I'm not sure. 8:30. All games were moved to Thursday because of the high school fall break. That's a good ball. He called him offsides. I thought he'd had him on that pass. It was a good pass. Had him over there. Evan, guess, cheated a little bit on that corner side. But so offsides for Madison Central. And going to be a kick here, free kick for Western Hills. They're going to control it out of the back. Peyton won that. He kind of anticipated that. Don't cheat. I thought Fez cheated, but he didn't. He waited too long. Oh, I thought he had it. Well played defensively. Center back came over and made that play. Luke's going to control that, though. They're just kind of content. Give Fez another shot here. Luke, oh, no. That should have been a one-touch in. Went wide on Luke Powell's foot. Fez set him up perfectly on that shot, and he just could not execute. All he had to do was put that in the back of the net. I think he was gifted it. So looking for a goal kick. I'm not sure. Well, waiting on the ball. Throw in for Western Hills in the back. Got a little we got a substitute in or out. A little coaching going on by Western Hills. 2:18 in the first half. 3-2 Madison Central High School. Jackson Gilbert should have no problem with that in the midfield. Looking for his defender, Peyton Crafton, who finally settles that ball a little bit back to him. Should be one touch. Well, going to turn that and go right back to Cameron Browder. I think one thing about a team like this, when you're playing, instead of passing a lot, you start to look a little bit more for goals. And unfortunately, Fez finally put it in. He got himself a goal. I think he was waiting and waiting and waiting, and he finally got a goal. Good for him. 4-0 Madison Central High School. All Madison Central so far compared to what we saw the other night. Just looking at a team right now, I think with Western Hills, with had some good wins this year, but I think overmatched really with where we're at right now. So it's going to be, it'd be interesting to see how the second half goes and where Ron Horn decides, Coach Horn goes with the lineup. See if who he leaves in and who he wants to get work with. 4-0 Madison Central. Western Hills going to try to set a little bit out of the back, but I don't know what Western Hills, if they got their starters in or what they're looking at, because they're looking at a pretty good district range in here. They got a decent Franklin County team that they should be able to beat. And I think one thing about that district play, the energy cranks up a little bit. And when that cranks up, that's when it's going to be out of throw. It's going to be a throw-in for Madison Central. Peyton was screaming for the ball again on the left side. I think they just couldn't find him over there. 120, I want to say. Throw in for Madison Central. Peyton's going to control that a little bit on that side. Can't quite turn. Throw, kick in. It's going to be throw in again for under a minute right now for Madison Central. So under a minute, throw in. With the pull to Fez, see what he's going to do. Set that. It's going to have Luke Powell ready to go on this side. Oh, good play. Oh, Peyton played the ball right off the chest of the keeper. Mad scramble. Still control. Still control. Still got control. Finally got control over that for Western Hills. Very dangerous on those kicks inside. I thought they were going to get another goal there before half, under a minute. Looks like Western Hills is going to probably bring that out. 19 seconds to go. They caught a foul on that one. It's going to be on Madison Central, Peyton Crafton. 14-13, so almost done with halftime. Free kick here. Looks like Western Hills is going to try to get something quick. Quick played over and snuffed out. So 5 seconds to go. Let's play it back. Be content. And end of the first half. Madison Central High School 4, Western Hills High School 0. All Madison Central, on that possession. So got a big day today. Got the soccer game going on right now. We got a Madison or Tates Creek football game going, which should be a heck of a district matchup for the Madison Central Indians 5-1, 4-2 Tates Creek. Stay with us. Be back at second half.
Thanks to our great sponsors, Jack Burford Chevrolet, ExpressRoofing.net, Cumberland Valley National Bank, CSEP, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble Agent, Luxury Pet Services, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, May Marketing, KYMedia.net, Real Life Community Church, Time Warner Cable, and Madison County Schools. Okay, I checked out this Chevy Tahoe from Jack Burford Chevrolet. Nice. What? Ooh, this is nice. Nice Tahoe. Ooh, what's this? It even has a backup camera. Sweet. Ooh, no hands. Nice. What? You want a truck? You want a Chevy? Small car, big coverage. Thanks to our great sponsors, Jack Burford Chevrolet, ExpressRoofing.net, Cumberland Valley National Bank, CSEP, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble Agent, Luxury Pet Services, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, May Marketing, KYMedia.net, Real Life Community Church, Time Warner Cable, and Madison County Schools.
Madison Central up 4-0. Not a lot of energy on, I think, Madison Central side, but you'll take the 4-0 lead right now. We'll see who the starters are for this game. Looks like he's going back to the original lineup. I see Elkins out there, Sufi's out there, Cameron Browder. So he's going to stick with the starting lineup. Really interesting. Horn kind of took them away from the field. Coach Horn took them away from the field on this halftime, and usually he just keeps them on the bench and talks to them. So maybe he had some more interesting words to say to them because he wasn't as happy with their energy as well. Like I said, they're executing and they're playing the game well. They're up 4-0, but I think they're starting to get a little sloppy and a little greedy. So let's see if they can settle in, control possession, and start to play this game a little bit better. Just heard from our athletic director, Brandon Fritz, Tates Creek's football game tonight. That game is going to be a little bit delayed. Apparently, the bus drivers for Tates Creek did not show up, so they're going to be coming in a little bit later on tonight. They're leaving Lexington in about 20 minutes. So, with all the warm-up time and the travel time, about 8, you think? Yeah, I was going to say maybe 8:30, 8:15, 8:30. I'm here all night. Yeah. We're here for the duration, so Outback better bring me some food. I know I already told them they're already coming over here later on today, so hopefully we can get some Outback here. I'll have plenty of time to eat. Everybody on the press box will have plenty of time to eat. So kickoff here early on. Madison Central's going to control this in the midfield. Let's see what they got, any coaching they had at halftime. I've already seen a little bit more zip on the passes because when it came out early, the passes were a little bit kind of lazy, and I think they're starting to get a little bit more crisp. So good play there in the middle on Peyton. He's going to make that run. He gets tripped. Ball goes down. They're going to call that on Western Hills. That was close. I mean, I think it could have gone either way. Not sure what happened there. Ball cleared out. And Hunter on that left side over there. Can he bring it back to the middle? He's got Peyton on the left again. Goes to Luke. Luke should have a one-touch over to Peyton. He goes right back up front. Luke didn't make the run. He didn't expect it. I think Peyton thought Luke was coming up, and Luke didn't think he was going. I think he thought he was going to go right to the corner because Luke had turned his head and was looking at the middle of the field. Played to Brandon Carney. He's going to lose that. Back, it's going to be a throw-in for Madison Central. That's kind of a little bit, looks like Bryson's going to pick that one up. Cleared out Western Hills, out of bounds, throw in for Madison Central. So, the one good thing I've seen so far, I've seen a little more energy. Hasn't shown itself really because the game just got started on the second half, but see if Worthy controls. Peyton's in the midfield. Luke's got him on his back there, and well done. Should go quickly to the one touch over to Hunter on that side who has that. Well done, Elkins, with the touch on that. Back out. Looking for a Sufi to make that run. He finally did. Back to the middle. Cleared it right to the defensive player, though. One thing about that, if you have nobody in the middle, you want to go a little bit high on that. He had Peyton on the far side streaking, but he didn't see him, so he went down the ground, and that was cleared easily by the center defender. Good play there by Cameron Browder. Tried to go over top, and kind of an ill-advised shot there. Again, what you don't want to see is everybody trying to get goals. Play the game, make the simple pass, one touch. and continue to execute your game plan. Don't get into just trying to score goals. 4-0, 37 to go. Play actually half just started. Second half just started. Really all Madison Central early and in the first half. So throw in here Madison Central. Going to throw that back where they should set that up. One thing about this this half, there's a lot of sun coming into the players. Oh, Luke just got powered off the ball. He was looking for a call, but I think the kid got the ball. Peyton Crafton played that pretty well until he made that back heel. Looks like Western Hills looking to execute. Bryson's going to be on that far side over there. He let the defender come to him, and then finally it's going to be played out of bounds, throw in for Western Hills. They call the foul? Oh, Western Hills asking for the foul. I didn't see the foul. Okay, so it is throwing Madison for Western Hills, or for Madison Central, I'm sorry. I know they did. All right, so I'm going to backtrack again, and I'm going to say that they finally called a foul, and I'm not sure what it was. Brought up the field, looking for Sufi to control that, went over his head. Not played well. Again, one thing I do notice is that Fez is not on a starting list over there. I'd like to see him eventually break that lineup in the middle, but I'm not sure who you pull. I mean, everybody's that whole central lineup's playing well. It was just interesting because he was definitely a starter at the beginning of the season. Haven't seen Sammy Perkins yet tonight. He was a starter also at the beginning of the season and hasn't played a lot either. I'd like to see him get up a little bit and get some playing time, especially in a game like this too. You know, get some feet back underneath you and play. Controlled by Peyton Crafton. Back over to Hunter. He should have made that pass one touch right to the middle. He's going to take the corner, and he's going to lose the ball to bounce. No, they set it in. Finally going to be controlled. Throw in for Madison Central. Whatever. Finally cleared out like Austin McLeese, and that's going to be an Indian throw in again. So Western Hills right now content so far to just kind of clear that out of the back defense. All right. Well done by Peyton Crafton. Used the body there, put some body in there. Just stops the run more than anything. I thought he had the corner there, and he just kind of took it away from him with his body. Cart's out in front of you, one touch. Sufi, Alzen's doing a really good job. It's just sometimes when he makes that touch and he takes the turn, ball gets a little out in front of him. That's why you saw he just kind of flipped that pass instead of trying to actually create the pass because the ball got out in front of him. Western Hills are going to make that run. Worthy should sniff that out pretty good. He's going to take that down the field over his head if Elkins makes the run. Oh, and misplayed. Finally back to the keeper. He cannot pick that up. Put pressure on him. One thing you want to do. Peyton played that pretty well. He's got the corner if he wants it. Try to go around him, and the ball got way out in front of him. So over here, it's going to be a goal keep. I liked what he was doing. I thought he would go left. He tried to go around him to the inside and then just go around him, but he couldn't do it. Goal kick for Western Hills. Haven't seen the keeper come out as far as he has this time. One thing about the weather, I said, the sun is in the eyes really, really badly, actually, for Madison Central in this same half. It's going down right over there. With the early game, Elkins just misplayed. Finally got it out. Can't play it from the ground. Cannot play it from the ground. Once you're on the ground position, you cannot make a play. Well, very, very good call for the referee there. They brought Austin McLeese back, and he was their goal scorer, but they brought him back for the defensive side. It's going to be a corner kick for Western Hills. So it looks like as far as stopping the bleeding, they're going to bring back Austin, put him in the big center back position. And I'm going to tell you, going around Austin McLeese in that center back position is not something that any school wants to do. I've seen it firsthand. He's a load to get around. I think they just want to try to create goals early, so they put him up in the center field position. But so Western Hills going to have a corner kick, well placed. Austin McLeese on the header, and it doesn't go in. Need to bring that down a little bit, but he cleaned up pretty good. There was nobody out there. It was just him. He had a clean header on it and couldn't get there. So had to bring that down a little bit. Goal kick for Christian Roberts. 32 to go, 32-30 in the whole second half. Played well initially by Western Hills. Nice flip by Austin. One touch. He tried to back heel that and it didn't get it. Had Hunter on the run if he wants him. And Hunter should go back to the middle of the field, but he's not. He has Luke over there who should try to turn it. Is he going to get there? Nope. Yes, he got there. Nope, they called it. I thought he maybe cleaved it, but he didn't. Look for Luke to just continue that ball over to the left side. I think he tried to bring it back across the defender. He couldn't get his foot on it. I'd like to see him kind of back heel that or let that go through and leave that left side open. I think Luke's trying to get on the scoreboard. I know Elkins has scored, Hunter scored, Peyton scored, and Fez has scored. Luke had a great opportunity on a nice pass from Fez, but couldn't quite get it done. Connor Britt should fall back on that defensive spot. Western Hills trying to create a little bit more. Looks like they got some good coaching at halftime because they've their offensive sets have been much more under control. That's a good run right there. He's going to bring that ball right to the middle of the field. Good job. Well done. Couldn't get the foot down. He's going to take a shot right there, but Christian had that snuffed out pretty good. But I like the way they set that. They used their corner. He had a nice play, brought it right back into the middle. The kid couldn't get his foot down on it, but I think, like I said, they got some really good coaching at halftime because they seem to be better executing on this side. All right, Alzen's going to settle that over. Hunter's kind of screwing around with the ball again. Out in front, kind of goes around him. He's got the left side. Oh, well played. Couldn't get it on his foot. Alzen went over the goal on that one. I think he was just, all he had to do was really put side foot into the goal and couldn't get it done. They call that on a corner. Or they call that a goal kick. Nope, they call that a corner kick. So the defended player put that out of bounds on the cover, over the top. Well played defensively then. Peyton Netherton's going to take this corner kick. Well played. Headed out by the defender pretty easily. And cleared out again by Cameron Browder on the other side. It's going to be a throw-in for Western Hills. Throw in Western. Kind of a lazy pass in the middle of the field. That's not, if you're Western Hills, it's really not what you're looking for. Well played there by that center back. And Austin, or Brandon, and finally Christian cleared that up. Brandon was using his body well on that. I thought he was going to try to clear it to the left or right and just couldn't do it. Well played pressure-wise for Western Hills up top. Cleared out 50-50 ball. They call that on the shoulders for Western Hills. Not sure Central didn't have the advantage on that play. But Luke Powell's going to pull that out. He's got Connor Britt down the left-hand side. If they got one, he finally found him. The adjustment to Austin McLeese on that center back, left center back spot is going to be something that is going to be tough for Central to get around. They need to start looking at the right side. And tripped over. Cameron Browder's going to take lazy pass. Gosh, I tell you what, he was about 2 steps away from taking that to the house, to be honest with you. We can play the simple game. Play the simple game. Play the simple game. And again, it's just, I'll tell you what, they got out of that one again, but really just, it's the lazy interior passing in the midfield. You give up the possession, and honestly, you almost got burned on that. Team like Lafayette, keeper's way out again. I think the coach at Western Hills is telling him, talk to your players, don't come out and play that. It's not a smart foul on that left side. There you go. Go back to the right. Called him offsides. Called him offsides on that play. I didn't see it, but from my angle, I really can't tell. The sun's out here. It's pretty bright, but they called it. Western Hills, no scoring so far in this half. Still like to see the energy pick up. Really, Western Hills has had, I think, more opportunities than Central so far in this half. He called him offsides. Center ref told him to put the flag down because there was no need. Christian Roberts with the goal kick. No one in the middle. Still not seeing the wing run up. Keeper comes out and he's going to clear that to the midfield. Luke should control this. Peyton should put on his feet. Back out to the middle. Nice play to Brandon or Alzan Asufi. Back over to Hunter Jackson. He should have a wide open shot if he wants it, and he puts it too high right. Got to take that cross. Take that across the keeper, go to left pole. I don't know what he was thinking on that one, but I think he had a wide open shot. Or take it to the goal. I'm not sure why he didn't take that right on in. Western Hills out of the back. Trying to just control a little of the possession for this half. Well played there to the right side. He had him in the middle. Good play. Nice passing. Unfortunately sniffed out by Peyton Kraft. And that ball should be a throw-in for Madison Central. And we got a sub. Looks like Fez is coming in for Alzan Asufi. And let's see if the energy level picks up or the control picks up. But they scored 3 goals, I think, when Fez came in last time. So let's see if that trend continues. I'd like to see him get on the board in the second half. Show a little bit of energy and a little execution. Back to Cameron Browder on the middle. He's got the field if he wants it. Quick over to Hunter. Hunter let that ball get away from him. Tried to win it back. Well played, Austin McLeese in the center of the field. He might take this shot. He thought he was going to think about it. Bryson, Austin, brother to brother. And unfortunately didn't execute. That was Austin to Bryson. I thought Bryson had it sniffed out. Came across the field and couldn't get it. Worthy snuck in there and made the play, and then the other shot went wide. So big brother, little brother. Got to like that. Austin McLeese out of the center field. So they've moved Austin up. They're trying to get some goals. Worthy played that one off his chest. Western Hills is starting to attack. Fez has got the ball. Played out. Luke Powell got Peyton streaking if he wants him. He's got him on that side. Luke needs to slow that run. Peyton couldn't control that. Nice play up to Fez. One touch up to Fez. He's going to bring that ball back. And I'm not sure. He's got Hunter again on the left side, wide open. And still, Peyton needs to take the shot. Again, a lot of action on that play. Just couldn't get the ball to go in. Came off the chest. Peyton had on the left side. Needed to take across court again, or across the far pole again. They just seem to be going right at the keeper, trying to play that short side. I guess they're trying to catch him unexpectedly or what they're trying to do with that. But, I mean, you got the far pole if you want it. Played up by Luke Powell. Worthy almost got his head on it. Couldn't quite get it done. Looks like we're going to go goal kick for. I like the action, though. I like the fact that they actually got a couple shots there. That's the first real shots and actions that we've seen from Madison Central. And it's almost midway through the second half. Didn't get a goal out of it, but that's what we're looking for offensively. Cameron Browder 50-50 in the middle of the field. Finally cleared out by Austin McLeese deep. Worthy has plenty of time if he just wants to settle it up and set this up. Goes up the field. Hunter makes the turn. And he's got Peyton on the far side again on that left side. He's got the field if he wants it, if he can beat the player 1-to-1. He's also got Connor Britt sticking. He's got him on that side. Look for Connor to keep making that run. Bez, Peyton. Peyton's going to try to turn and not going to score. I thought it was going to go in, but it didn't. Went off the keeper, so it should be a corner kick. It was a well-played ball right into Peyton, and he couldn't get it on his foot. I thought he had a quick shot. And, unfortunately, took a strange bounce on him. Couldn't get it up, but he still got the shot off of the keeper's side. Peyton's going to take this corner kick. Look for Worthy to get on. He hasn't had a good opportunity to score in a while. There it is. Luke Powell. So much for Worthy. I thought Worthy had the shot, and it just missed him. Couldn't judge the header wrong, but Luke caught that ball right on midair, and it was no play. So 5 players have scored 5 goals for Madison Central High School. That's one good stat that I like to see. You're not getting it all loaded up on one spot. There's not one player that you have to beat. Peyton Edison scored, Hunter Jackson scored, David Elkins has scored, Fez has scored, and Luke Powell has scored. So everybody's on the board for them. It's 5 goals, and I see Sammy Perkins getting warmed up and bringing in the game. Need to get him some touches. I think he's going to be a big player for them come regionals and districts, so he needs to get in the game and get some legs on him. 5-0 Madison Central High School, 21 minutes, 18 seconds to go in the game. Really been all Madison Central. We had about 5 or 10 minutes in each half. The beginning of the first half, I thought Western Hills did a really good job of attacking. And then for about the first 5 or 10 minutes of the second half, they went through this period of time where they really, really controlled and attacked. Almost got a goal there a couple of times, but well played by Christian in the defense, so to no avail. Open in the field, Austin's got to run, and he's going to take that shot. Played out, throw out to Hunter waited on that ball. Well played by the defender from Western Hills, because Hunter just thought there was nobody coming up, and he just kind of content to sit back on it. Well played. That's going to be out of bounds. It's going to be a throw in for Madison Central. Quick play to Bez. He's going to play Elkins, who just couldn't play it. Could not play it. First touch killed him on that one. You got to be able to turn that and put that on your feet, and unfortunately went right off his knee and went out of bounds. I think they were trying to play quick. I don't think David even expected that ball to go that quick. A little pressure high on the Western Hills side. They're going to try to cross that ball over. Davidson, Elkins, and Overhop. That's going to be a throw-in for Madison Central. Haven't seen a lot of good possession out of the back for Western Hills. Almost trying to create too much. One thing about we said when you're playing for Madison Central, and I was talking earlier, you really want to play the simple play. And a couple times we've seen a lot of that out of Western Hills, just trying to create way too much and not play simple. So they finally call that call on Western Hills. Kind of caught Fez in the back going up for the high ball. Hunter again wide open on this right side. Makes the turn in. Trying to do something with it. Nope, couldn't do it. Peyton's going to control that. Finally, one touch to Luke Powell. He's looking, nobody there. Finally plays it back to Peyton Crafton. Defender's way up. He's going to bring that. I'm not sure what he's doing with that. You're going to cross the ball. You're not going to shoot that from the 30-yard line. Misplayed there by Western Hills. Sammy Perkins is going to get a little bit of contact there. Western Hills getting a little bit of frustration. And out of ball. That's going to be played out. It's going to be a throw-in for Western Hills. So a little bit of frustration. 18:40 to go in the game. All Madison Central High School 5-0. Had a lot of chances in the last 10 or 15 minutes, but have not been able to execute. Had about 4 or 5 different opportunities to go in the goal and just couldn't do it. That should be played out. Played back to the keeper. See what they play. Play back to the keeper again. A lot of high pressure. He's going to get some pressure on there. It's one thing if you're Madison Central. You want to bring everybody up. One again in the low post or low part of the field. Played in by Fez. Makes a turn. He's got Peyton on the corner if he wants it. And unfortunately that was right-footed and to no power at all. Almost like he just passed it back to the keeper on that. Good run by Western Hills. Run to the ball. I'm not sure what Connor was doing on that. He needed to just clear that out, and he just didn't do it. Again, it's right now not an issue. I think when you get into a district final or you get into a regional game, and if that's what you're doing, you're going to get burned. You got to play with some sense of urgency. Clear the ball out. There's no reason to have the ball that deep and just trying to make a simple play. 17 minutes to go in the game. Madison Central up 5-0. Jackson Gilbert is now in the game. Played back. Western Hills starting to try to get some energy back forward, getting their numbers up. They got the ball in this half of the field. A little bit of energy there and played out by Western Hills. Quick throw. And we're going to have Evan Cornett coming in. He's going to take out Peyton Crafton on that right defensive side. Interesting. Evan's usually playing the midfield spot, so to have him back there on that defensive spot is interesting. Got to control. Sammy couldn't get a foot on it. Throw in was a little bit mishandled. Jackson makes a little bit of a turn there. Peyton's going to have that ball in the middle. Played really well to Luke Powell. Back over. He tried to get that ball over to Jackson Gilbert on that corner and couldn't do it. Luke's going to turn that corner and couldn't get the foot on it. No power. Throw in for Madison Central High School. Throw in quick. Has Luke over there. He just got smacked in the back on that one. Looks they get a little chippy on that. So Luke's going to play the penalty. Tough to see. Maybe get Worthy involved in this one. So they got Peyton over there, Luke over there. I thought Luke was going to take that shot, but it looks like Peyton's lining up for it now. And he plays it in. Keeper blocked it off. I thought it came on a rebound, but well played by the keeper. Connor's making a run. A little bit of contact there. Played off the back of Sammy Perkins. I think they were trying to center that. Jackson Gilbert in the middle. He's got Hunter wide open again. I'll tell you what. One thing about this you've seen over, he's got all the way to the goal if he wants it. Yep. There's a lot of holes in this back four, and one thing is when they make that run, they're not recovering back on the back four. 6-0 Western Hills. They're leaving one side or the other wide open. We saw that in the first half when they were all cheating over to the other side on that right side, and now they're cheating over on the left, and no resistance at all on that side. He went all the way to the goal. That's not something that they're going to be able to keep doing. They're looking at their district game against Franklin County. They're going to have to adjust that back four a little bit because that's something that you can't keep doing. So 6-0 Madison Central. Hunter Jackson a free shot to the goal, waited for the keeper to make a move and put one in the back of the net. Not sure where the game already over there? What are we doing? 6-0 Madison Central. Western Hills looking to put something on the board. They've had a couple of really good runs, especially here late. Got man down here, guys. Somebody kicked the ball out of bounds. I think he caught one in the gut. Yeah, kick it out of bounds. Western Hills wants to keep playing. There you go. They just kicked it out finally. Got a man down here for Western Hills. I think going for the ball, kind of caught a foot right around the stomach area. I'm not sure they knocked his wind out of him. He's asking the ref why he didn't get a call. I didn't see a lot of it, so I'm not sure if the trainer's coming out or not. I think he just needs to get his breath back a little bit, to be honest. So he's back up, looking for just going to get a breath back. So going to be throwing for Western Hills. We're going to regroup a little bit. Throw in, controlled there. Hunter took that ball. Got a quick play up to Luke, who did not expect it to come, honestly, and he played it to the wrong side. I think Luke was expecting a much different ball. So look over 5 players for Madison Central warming up right now. So he's going to get hopefully about the last 10 minutes or so. He's going to get some players in to get some good reps in, because especially coming up in the district, Fez has got a ball he should be able to take, and he does, and he goes off the pole again. He's finally going to turn it again, take another shot. He's going to be mad. Woo, he's going to be mad. He made the play. He made the keeper out, and he brought it around the corner and put it right off the post. He is going to be frustrated with himself on that play, I tell you what. He's still mad. But 6-0 lead, Madison Central. I think he had everybody beat on that, including himself. Looks like Bryson in the middle of the field. Bryson McLeese. He's still looking for somebody from Western Hills to make a move. He swings it wide. They're going to bring that ball back to the middle of the field. And that's misplayed there. Couldn't get a foot on it. He's looking to make that turn in the left-hand side, and there was just nobody there. Right idea, but I think the player himself needs to turn that corner, especially with that defender in front of you, and then send it back in the middle. But I don't know if he has the left foot, but that didn't happen. So warming up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players, Madison Central. Christian Roberts going to take a goal kick, looking for probably the last 10 minutes of the game, and getting some players some needed playing time, so they can be a factor for this team in districts and regionals. And this game is pretty much in hand, and not a lot of question marks here. And still in. Hunter finally makes a play. Played up by Luke, who played it off. He's going to control that, not control that, taken back by Western Hills. Western Hills on the run a little bit. Luke finally took that back. He's going to find Peyton on that corner. Defense is playing way up. That's why they're giving. You got one man on one now with Fez, and the other defender's trying to recover. Fez is going to bring this ball right back to the center. Looks for Peyton in the middle. Peyton gets the ball on his foot, plays it over to Jackson Gilbert. Plays over to Fez on the far corner. So I don't know. They didn't look like they really wanted to attack there. Back out to Luke Powell. Waiting for Peyton was kind of waiting that time to try to get there, and he couldn't do it. And finally played off, and Fez got his second goal. He got that second goal that he was looking for. He wasn't prepared. He went across the corner. One of the things that we said was you go across the keeper, go far post, and you're going to get what you want. And I think the keeper, 4 or 5 times they went straight at the keeper. 7-0. Madison Central, really not a lot of resistance here so far by Western Hills. 4 goals in the first half, 3 goals in the second half. Still waiting for the subs to come in. Looks like John Markham's getting ready to come in the game. Andrew came in the game. Will Allen just came in, so seeing most of the starters sit down now. John Markham's going to come in for Hunter Jackson. Will Allen's going to be in midfield. So most of the starters are on the bench. See what we get with this, and I think both teams are really content right now to play for that district game. I mean, if you're Western Hills right now, stay healthy. You got a good game against a Franklin County team I think you can beat. You play the right game, and you're in good shape. Played off. Fez going to blow that in the middle. He does need to get some touches. He's been out for 20 games, so played that down to Evan Cornett. He should take this ball right back to the middle. Couldn't get a foot on it very well. Fez is going to have that back out to Andrew. Couldn't get his foot on it. I'd like to see him. He's worked hard all year. I'd like to see him really get a score. John Markham's going to control that on that side. Will Allen, take the shot, Will. No. He just missed it. He had a nice kick the other day when we had a game, and we were up. I think it was against Berea. We were up. Central was up about 8-0, and he had a kick in the box, and he scored on a bicycle kick. Will Allen comes across on a bicycle kick. Caught him off sides and didn't give him the goal, but I mean, what a play. This kid is going to be something in the future. I mean, he's got a little bit of size issue right now, but I think as he continues to grow up, he's got skills for days. He's going to be really good. And this Andrew kid just works. Andrew works his butt off. I mean, this kid he's a nonstop engine, and he will. If he loses the ball, he runs. He's not going to get. He's not going to get beat off. Good job by Jackson. Back out to Andrew on that right side. Look on that side. Take that side. Good job. Good job, son. Played that to the middle. Fez tried to get it on his foot and couldn't do it. Back in by Andrew and won the ball again. Tried to flip it. Couldn't do it. Right now you got 8 minutes to go. Andrew to Will. I'd like to see one of these little kids get a goal. Oh, not a play. Not played well. Play the simple play. If you're going to go into the defense, go wide. Don't go into the middle. You had a kid playing right in front of you. Well played. Flip it back to him. Back over. Oh, almost an own goal. I thought the defender was in a spot, but he turned towards the keeper instead of turning towards the out-of-bounds stake. And well done by Sammy in the midfield to win that. Bryson just flat got mad. He took the ball. So good job by Bryson McLeese. No card needed on that. He just told him to calm down a little bit. I think Sammy won the ball from him and got a little frustrated. So kind of cleared Will Allen out on that one. Flipped up. Had to get Jackson on the header. Throw in for Madison Central. 7 minutes to go in the game. All Madison Central High School. 2 more subs coming in. It looks like we're going to get Brandon Carney's going to come out, and they're going to sit Fez down. Good play there. You don't want anybody hurt coming into districts and regionals. I think it's a smart play. Get everybody out. I mean, even Fez, I look over, he's limping, and he's going to go down. I think his foot's just bothering him. That's not what you want to see. 6:30 to go in the game. Hopefully nothing major over there. Brandon Carney's going to move up to that wing spot. I'm not sure what we're doing. Kind of got through there. Will Allen. And no. Played up. Looks like Sammy should control that. He does. But unfortunately nobody in the field to do that. Stay with it. Good job. Simple play. Right back to Worthy, who was nobody on. Go over to Evan, who's got wide open. Now you got Andrew on the side if you want him. Good job. Bring it back out. And good job by Worthy to bring that down the field. Try to get Jackson on the flip and couldn't do it. And Western Hills got something going here. One thing about, good job by Will Allen to step in there. Way to bridge your body between that ball. Looks like Hills is going to some high pressure. They're bringing everybody up, trying to get that midfield turnover and create something. They want to get shut out on this one. Ball took a strange bounce there. Throw in went Madison Central 5 minutes to go in this game. 2 more players coming on. Schultz, I believe, and Mobberly are coming in defensively. I think Schultz was a JV player they pulled up. I watched him a little bit do some work against Berea. He's going to be a solid player for this team in the next couple of years. He handles the ball well. He's got really good speed. He's got great technique. Good job by Will. Look at Will coming through there. Stay with it. Good job to control that. Andrew, back out to the middle, one flip. Controlled right now, just content to pass it in the back. Flip over to Will in the midfield. I think Will was thinking to get the control of that, and I think Jacob kind of pulled that off of him. 4:20 to go in the game. Really, this one's in no doubt. 7-0, all Madison Central. Getting some work on some of the players. I think they're going to be factors as we go into district and regional play. Bring it back. Not sure what that was. tried to cross it back over. Again, there's a football game tonight. It looks like it's going to be a little bit delayed. 7:45 was supposed to be the kickoff time. Madison Central High School against Tates Creek on the first district game. It's actually a really big game. I don't know what kind of with the fall break starting tonight. I'm not sure exactly how many people are going to be out in crowd. We are going to be live for Madison County Sports Television, so you're welcome to watch the game there because we are going to have it out here. I'm not sure, like I said, how many people are going to be able to get out here with fall break. A lot of people take trips and spend some time at Gatlinburg or Florida, or wherever they're at. Well, not Florida because there's a hurricane down there, but it's unfortunate that that game was scheduled. They moved the games from Friday to Thursday just so they get some crowd out here. So kids are all off today. I think all schools. That's why this game was moved to 5 o'clock. Going to be a call, throw in for Madison Central, 3 minutes to go in the game. Everybody's content really right now just to play the ball, a little bit of possession, not really a lot of attack, 7-0. I think most of the starters have got warm-ups on and anything else. Markham tried to pull that on the side. I like what he thought was he was going to try to roll down the corner there. Couldn't do it. Throw in for Madison Central. Throw in, long throw in. Header in, Will. I thought Will had a foot on it. I thought he had a line on the ball. Couldn't get there. I think that was he just needs to get a goal this year. I'm telling you, this kid, he's had 2 goals this year. Second game of the year, had a beautiful goal in Clark County, and they took that one back on an offsides call, and then had a bicycle kick that was just gorgeous and got that one called on an offsides call. So he just needs to get rewarded for a change. Out of bounds. Yeah, out of bounds going to be a throw-in for Madison Central. I think both teams are pretty much gone to the second group to get some people some playing time. A lot of these kids could be factors in the next couple of weeks with the regionals and districts coming up. Played out wide. Got to take that. Tried to turn it back in, but he turned it right into the defensive player. Got to take that spot over to the corner and play it out wide and then come in. Look at Andrew with a nice play in. He's got a shot on it, and he's going to get there. Oh, man, I thought he had a shot at it. One step off. 125 to go in the game. And that ball is going to be a goal kick for Western Hills. Game kind of settled down a little bit after maybe 15 minutes or so. Western Hills, I think, had really the energy, and they were trying to execute a little bit more. Once we settled in, got the possession back and started to execute, I think Peyton Netherton scored the first goal, and after that, 3 more goals in the first half, 3 more goals in the second half. Really been all Madison Central. I think there's been a couple of spots where Western Hills can really build on. I thought they attacked well what they were looking at, and there's some things that they can work on coming into this their district play, and good luck to them in Franklin County. Like to see them do well. Cross that over, and missed it. It was a good cross. I thought he had him on the run. Markham had a good spot in. I think he played that in the right spot, but just couldn't get it in. 7-0, 20 seconds to go in the game. Goal kick here for Western Hills. Probably a foul there, but no reason to call. And he just mishandled the ball. 6 seconds to go. A little chippy, guys. A little chippy. No reason for that. And the game's over. We'll take a shot there late. So well done. Madison Central High School 7, Western Hills High School 0. Really all Madison Central High School early. Still not a lot. Like to see a little bit more energy, a little more execution. They really never pushed in this game, so it is what it is. But hopefully the talk at halftime and the execution will pay off in the districts. Districts start Monday night. Girls' first game will be Monday at 6. Boys' first game will be at 7:45. And apparently, we just talked to Randy. We're going to be here all week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We'll be broadcasting Monday night, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Join us here, can't get out here. I know Monday night's extension of fall break, so if you can't get out to the games, we'll be out here. So we'll see you Monday night.
Thanks to our great sponsors, Jack Burford Chevrolet, ExpressRoofing.net, Cumberland Valley National Bank, CSEP, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble Agent, Luxury Pet Services, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, May Marketing, KYmedia.net, Real Life Community Church, Time Warner Cable, and Madison County Schools.
Hey everybody, I'm Jerry Goble, local State Farm Insurance agent in Richmond, Kentucky, and a proud supporter of Madison County High School sports. Stop in and see us and get your discount double check.
Hey everybody, this is Sydney and this is my Richmond.
Okay, I checked out this Chevy Tahoe from Jack Burford Chevrolet. Nice. What? Ooh, this is nice. Nice Tahoe. Ooh, what's this? It even has a backup camera. Sweet. Ooh, no hands. Nice. What? You want a truck? You want a Chevy?
Hi everybody, this is Skip Darty, and this is my Richmond.
Thanks to our great sponsors, Jack Burford Chevrolet, ExpressRoofing.net, Cumberland Valley National Bank, CSEP, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble Agent, Luxury Pet Services, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, May Marketing, KYmedia.net, Real Life Community Church, Time Warner Cable, and Madison County Schools.